Hi, it's a fairly warm afternoon in January. We haven't had a day over 30 yet. Well, here's something that I was thinking about recently. I still live in the family home. The family bought it in 1947. I've been away and lived elsewhere, but I came back here when my parents got sick. The street has 21 houses in it. I'm the oldest original. In fact, I'm the only original. When I was young, the street was full of children. We played on the street. We played over the front fence. There was children shouting and screaming and having fun after school, in the holidays, on the weekends. I don't see any children in the street now. At the most, I see the occasional child come out and jump in a car or walk into the house. There's no street life. None. I was a teacher and I taught some of the 17th Doll, which is a great play in my opinion. It's about sugarcane workers that come to Melbourne in the off-season, spend their money and drink and romance their girlfriends, to put it nicely. They're not married. They've had a life without a family. And in some scenes, there's the noise of children in the background, reminding them what they've missed out on. Children today seem to play in confined spaces. They play in the house, they play in the backyard, they play on a playing field, they play after school in a schoolyard, but they don't tend to wander all over the suburbs. Now, I lived in a suburb called Earlwood in Sydney, and we might have ranged in radius 2 miles when I was in primary school, and we're just told to come home at a certain time for dinner. We played cricket, we climbed rocks, we went to a big nature reserve which we were lucky to have nearby, and there were pickup cricket teams, pickup teams of all kinds. Don't see that at all now. And this was good because you met all different kinds of characters. Some of them were people you already knew from school and had arranged to meet, but others were from elsewhere. The one minus of this was the Catholic kids tended to play in one part of the park or one part of the reserve, and the Protestant kids in another. It wasn't active discrimination, it just kind of happened. We knew they were tykes, kids from Catholic schools, and until 1970, that was a difference in the community. But they played and we played, and occasionally there was interaction. Now, this street life, this colourful way of living and mixing has just gone in Sydney. We just pick up the cricket wicket when a car came, or stop the game of tennis, and then get on with it when the car went. Now, there are more cars, and the street is more full of cars. There's no doubt about that. The street had chalk tennis courts, marked out in chalk, hopscotch, you name it. That's the way we did things. And it's not good that this impromptu and important mixing isn't occurring now. There's actually less danger from strangers than in the past, but people perceive there's more danger. I really think we're going backwards, and as the research shows, people have fewer friends and fewer groups, and this is not good if it continues. Thank you.